As 2016 comes to a close, it's important to reflect on what this year has brought us. Blessings, hardships, and everything in between, 2016 is certainly one to remember. A testy presidential race, celebrity darlings passing away much too soon, and history-defining moments around the globe have shaped this year into one for the books. But we're not out of the woods yet. Until the clock strikes midnight on New Year's Eve, 2016 can still bring plenty of surprises. With that in mind, we thought it'd be interesting to figure out which video games perfectly describe the year that is 2016. We know these two are separate games, but hear us out. Both titles are first-person team-based shooters vying for the votes of the same audience. Released just weeks apart, both games look like they contain similar mechanics, but one comes from a distinguished line of gaming, while the other broke its way into the scene thanks to its ability to push the boundaries. Sound familiar? Overwatch and Battlegrounds captured the landscape of the 2016 presidential election. While Overwatch won most of the critical praise, Battlegrounds also has its staunch supporters. Ultimately, only one game succeeded, but we doubt it caused as much of a ruckus as the Clinton-Trump rivalry. 2016 struck hard when it came to noteworthy deaths. David Bowie, Alan Rickman, Muhammad Ali, Prince, the list is maddening. No doubt someone near and dear to your heart was likely taken by the relentless angel of death. Hitman is a game that captures this tragedy quite well. You play the cold, merciless clone known as Agent 47, taking down your targets in any way you see fit. Some missions come in the form of elusive targets, which have a limited window for players to strike, but when you hit hard, just like 2016 has hit our beloved heroes. If you're on the losing side of some of this year's biggest votes like Brexit or the presidential elections, chances are you feel like your world is falling apart. Doom captures this feeling of terror and dread as the armies of hell overtake the colonized planet of Mars. At times relentless, everything in the game is trying to kill you, kind of like how you feel about 2016. It may seem like the world turned its back on you, but hopefully somewhere out there, there's a Doom guy waiting to save us all from destruction. Doom also reminds us that as bad as things may seem, it can always be worse. As many highs as there were in 2016, there were many more lows. Mighty No. 9 is the ultimate feeling of disappointment. Announced as a Kickstarter campaign in 2013, the game was supposed to be the spiritual successor to the Mega Man franchise thanks to the leadership of Keiji Inafune. Unfortunately, Mighty No. 9 encountered several delays and bad PR ahead of its launch, losing the interest of its target audience. Once it finally released, the game was so boring and joyless, it was a spectacular letdown, kind of like 2016. 2016 doesn't care about your feelings, and neither does Dark Souls 3. If 2016 has proven anything, it's that life will beat you to a pulp. There's no better lesson in this than trying to make a run in Dark Souls 3. The game lavishes in the fact that it is mind-numbingly difficult, however a patient and competent gamer can overcome almost any encounter if they utilize the right strategy and timing. Dark Souls 3 teaches you that even with life's hardest hits, valuable experience and a staggering amount of patience helps you overcome any challenge, even if every monster is trying to pummel your corpse into the ground. Are there any other games that came out this year that you feel define 2016 in any specific way? Let us know in the comments below.